This week in memes, the Popeyes chicken sandwich might be too tasty as a man cuts in line at a store and the unthinkable happens. YouTube's favorite food critic, The Report of the Week, finds himself in the hospital, though that's not related to the Popeyes story. And Fortnite YouTuber Jarvis finds himself indefinitely banned from the game for cheating. That's like the one thing you don't do, by the way. How's everyone's No Nut November going?
No Nut November, ayy. No Nut November, ayy. I bust no nuts, yo bitch is a slut. She want my cock, but I'm saying so what?
Our first story has us revisiting the Popeyes chicken sandwich meme. You guys remember all the hullabaloo surrounding the new Popeyes chicken sandwich with them dissing Chick-fil-A on social media and everybody claiming that it was much, much better? I haven't had that new Popeyes chicken sandwich myself, and I probably won't go to a store to get one anytime soon for the same reason I don't go to see any new Batman movies. I don't want to die. Man stabbed to death after argument over Popeye's chicken sandwich. A headline that sounds like it could be the title of a clickbait YouTube video, but is in fact a very real article by CNN. In Oxon Hill, Maryland, a gentleman entered a Popeyes restaurant, presumably to purchase one of the new Popeyes chicken sandwiches, cut in front of another man in line, which led them to step outside of the restaurant, at which point one of the men was stabbed to death. Here's the stupid thing. Here's the thing that you should be upset about, because obviously we're not going to sit here and make jokes about a man who just passed away because it's part of some meme. We can take the high road, however, and make fun of Prince George's County Police spokeswoman Jennifer Donnellan, who is just having a field day with exactly that idea. We have been able to determine preliminarily, which means you haven't been able to determine, that this was related to the release of the sandwich here at the restaurant. This individual was in line specifically for the sale of the sandwich with another customer, and he got into an altercation that ended with the victim being stabbed outside of the business. Thank you, Jennifer. We were all wondering whether or not he was going to the store to buy one of the chicken sandwiches. Small detail, did you catch the guy who stabbed him to death? We are looking for a male, and that male knows who he is, Donnellan said. Okay, so he's not schizophrenic. Cool. That's a step in the right direction, I guess. He knows what he did here tonight, and he needs to do the right thing, and he needs to step up and turn himself in. Is that plan A? Is that what we're going with? That's plan A. Okay. Now, as police spokesperson Jennifer Donnellan said, we're going with an old school method known as the wait and see. Basically, we don't do anything, and we wait for the criminal to turn himself in. 99% of criminals turn themselves in because that's the right thing to do. But obviously, having 33 years on the force, we gotta come up with some backup plans in case that doesn't work. You see, this gentleman, he can't resist Popeye's chicken sandwiches, so when he comes to get this particular one, we're gonna box him. Thankfully, this stabbing has been an isolated incident so far. It isn't exactly the first time that something crazy has happened over a Popeye's chicken sandwich. In fact, this Twitter video here is from a brawl that let out in a different Maryland Popeyes. So I guess let this be a public service announcement. Enjoy your chicken responsibly, because some people are really coming to Popeyes restaurants ready to throw hands.
You're gonna die for some chickens.
Someone is.
Up next, YouTube's favorite fast food critic, The Report of the Week, releases an unsettling couple of tweets showing a picture of him in the hospital, claiming that he was doing work in his attic when he fell 12 feet, which is like falling off the roof of your house, basically, onto hard concrete, hitting both his tailbone and the back of his head. Luckily, he said that he's going to make a full recovery, though he will be out of commission for a little bit. I don't really have a meme to follow this up. I just wanted to say get well soon. We miss you, Review BRAH.
Any Pokemon. You've heard of Pokemon, right?
Yes, I've heard of Pokemon. Okay. Luigi?
Fortnite YouTuber Jarvis gets caught cheating in the only game that he plays and is then banned indefinitely from ever playing Fortnite again. He then subsequently releases an apology video on YouTube, but nobody feels sorry for him. Now, I thought there was going to be more to this story, because his apology video was at the top of the trending page on YouTube, so I thought there must be some sort of controversy as to why he got banned, but no. It's quite literally that black and white. He uploaded a Twitch stream and or YouTube video of him downloading, showing off how wall hacks and aimbot work in Fortnite, and then playing a game, just owning everybody in the game while freaking out. It's very clear that he did the entire thing for views and was expecting lots and lots of people to come and see him do this thing that eventually ended up getting him banned. If you guys want, Atozy does a much better video analyzing exactly the mentality behind what Jarvis did and why we shouldn't feel sorry for him.
Never do it. You're gonna get banned. I'm 100% gonna get banned on this account. So never, ever do it, guys.
So you know how this plays out. Like, if this is not a curb your enthusiasm moment, I don't even know what is.
Now, of course, it was stupid for a kid to install hacks and aimbot onto a game that he was already really, really good at. But you do have to feel a little bit sorry for the kid. He's been banned from the one game that he does exceptional in, and he's got 2 million something subscribers on YouTube that are now gonna watch what content? That is, up until he uploaded his apology video, which, I mean, the potential's just ripe. 17-year-old kid can never play Fortnite again, and now releases a dry tear apology video on YouTube. I mean, you're making it too easy, Jarvis.
Fortnite community. Just like the amount of I can't speak.
And I thought Laura Lee's apology seemed scripted. I thought James Charles's apology seemed scripted. I thought Jake Paul's apology seemed scripted. But bro, this might take the cake. Maybe it's because he's 17 and he's not super good at acting, but he goes directly from talking about how much Fortnite means to him.
It's obvious that Fortnite has changed my life forever, and the amount of people's lives it's changed is just crazy.
Directly into trying to cry. It's not even one contiguous thing. You put in a J cut, for God's sake. You spent time editing this video. That's not what you do with an apology.
I'm truly, like, so sorry. Epic, I know I have to take accountability for my actions.
If you guys think I'm being a little overly critical with the analysis here, just keep in mind that none of this is actually real. And it's not going to end up mattering anyway. Fortnite has to ban Jarvis in order to maintain their zero tolerance policy on things like cheating and hacking, and Jarvis is just making this apology video in an effort to try and get his account back. I'm sure somebody on his management or his PR team, he is with Faze, sent him a script and said, hey, if you want to try and make this happen, be emotional, talk about how much Fortnite has changed your life, say how you never knew that this little incident might have gotten you banned, and now Fortnite looks like the bad guy for taking a game away from a 17-year-old. Is this fair? No, of course it isn't. A kid who doesn't have a 2 million subscriber YouTube channel who gets banned for hacking is never going to get his account back, no matter how many apology videos he uploads. It's not going to happen. But Jarvis knows exactly what he's doing. When he uploaded those videos of him hacking and aimbotting, he knew that a lot of people would see it, they'd share it with their friends, they would talk about it, and now he's using that same audience as he uploads this apology video, hoping that a lot of people see it, they share it with their friends, and they talk about it. If only you were a little bit better at making a YouTube apology video, you might have a shot here. Go watch PewDiePie's vid, he reviewed some of the best. No Nut November. The 1 month out of the year that everybody collectively decides not to touch themselves because I will almost definitely end up doing a separate dedicated video on the origin of No Nut November and the best memes to come from No Nut November. So if that's something you guys want to see, remember to hit the subscribe button. What's important for you to know with us being a week into No Nut November is that it's actually pretty easy to predict the types of memes you're going to see upcoming this month, because with this being a thing that happens every year, it's cyclical. Number one meme you will see every No Nut November is going to be the person who is having a great time with No Nut November and for some reason is gaining superpowers. Number two meme you will see every No Nut November, without a doubt, is going to be people who are struggling really, really hard with No Nut November. So much so that it's crippling in some way.
Yo, boys. How we holding up?
Not good, dude. There's so much extra time in my day, I started fucking reading, bro.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, that's not even the worst of it. Chad can't even walk anymore.
It's been 4 days without nutting, and I can't even wiggle my toes.
Number 3 meme. Number 3 meme you will see all over No Nut November and probably other times of the year as well is jokes that aren't that funny but are just a tiny bit sexual. Because everybody's on edge from not touching themselves, and I guess everybody else thinks it's funny to upvote these sorts of jokes so that everybody else sees it to try and make them fail No Nut November, they're not that good.
Give a blowjob with McDonald's Sprite in my mouth. Call that Radiohead.
The fourth joke, the fourth meme that you will see every No Nut November is guys using failing No Nut November as a pickup line.
Ha. What if you were the reason I failed No Nut November? I'm joking. What the fuck? That's gross. Unless...
Number 5 is people taking No Nut November and for some reason turning it into about peanut allergies.
Y'all be like, No Nut November, and I be like, No Nut every month, because I have a peanut allergy.
And last but certainly not least, the 6th meme that you will see every single No Nut November is some variation of No Nut November, more like No Nut Ever.
Guess what, babe? It's the beginning of No Nut November.
I never nut anyway.
Every year, millions of memes die unnecessarily because people make the same stupid jokes over and over again. So the key to surviving No Nut November is not about self-control or keeping yourself busy or keeping the thoughts off of your homepage. It's about keeping even spicier memes in the forefront of your mind. So I better see some of the best No Nut November memes down in the comments below. I'll be checking out everything. I'll be hitting likes. If you guys want to chat with me, we've got a Twitter, Instagram, subreddit, Discord, Twitch. Check it out. Hit the subscribe button. I'll catch you guys next week. Peace.